I am not. There we go. All right. All right, folks. It is Monday, November 15th or 14th. I am the frazzled dad, Alan Clayton. I am actually I'm actually someone who's licensed in the financial space. Actually licensed. I deal with people's money. Hundreds of thousands, millions of people's money. Dollars of people's money. Wow. Speaking is not going very well. I thought I had this under control coming on here. So, I'm mad today. I'm really frustrated. I've had videos forwarded to me with the YouTubers. You see them on the thumbnail. You know who they are. And the amount of stuff that they promote on this site. And of course, they're all getting drugged through the mud because of FTX. And I definitely have some thoughts about that. So these guys should absolutely be held accountable for the promotions that they do. Now, they're trying to play it off as though, they're just like anybody else. Why would Tom Brady be held accountable? And look, Tom Brady's a football player who got paid to promote FTX. He's an actor. Okay? But here's the difference between Tom Brady and YouTube financial guys. The YouTube financial guys, Andre Jikh, Jeremy Lefevre. I was not going to say names on here, but I have to. Meet Kevin, Tom Nash, Spencer Cornelia, and Graham Stephan. All of these guys are perceived financial experts. And now they are out here promoting a crypto. And it's just fine. They can do that, right? It's their prerogative, and they got paid a lot of money to do that. I don't fault them for doing that. But they also didn't do enough research. Because if you're going to be a financial YouTuber, you're going to be a social media content creator around helping people with their money. You have a responsibility to your community. And I'm absolutely freaking livid with the crap that goes on all social media content. And these people are perceived experts, and it drives me nuts. And none of them have ever been licensed. I correct myself. Meet Kevin actually did go get a Series 65 license to try to legitimize himself. There was a guy out here for a while that I kind of disagreed with, but then I found out he actually sat for Series 7. I don't have a problem with him. Strongman Personal Finance. I don't have a problem with him. But these guys, and he's not really promoting, other than he's a boglehead investor. But anyway, have a community of 490,000 to 4 million people and promote investments and not suffer consequences. It can't happen. Something has to be done. If you are in this space and you are promoting an investment, you have to do your due diligence. And you can't actually promote an investment to someone without actually doing a risk profile or suitability, any kind of suitability on them. You have no idea who these people are. You have, in the case of Jeremy, he has 725,000 subscribers, and then he recommends these stocks in FTX. You don't know if they're suitable for those. That's irresponsible to do. I myself, someone who has sat 4 licenses, and works with people with their money. I invest money for people. I have to sit and interview people, and I have a series of questions that I ask them. And then I have a series of questions that I want them to ask me. And those are things like, how long have you been doing this for? What are your qualifications? What's your strategy in this type of market? What is your strategy in this type of market? And I said I wasn't going to call these guys out by name. I was just going to put out content as counter content. But after what happened with FTX and in the crypto community, I just can't. I can't do it. And I'm putting it out there. So all these guys, man. Meet Kevin with Tesla, FTX, Tom Nash, Palantir, and FTX, Graham, FTX, Spencer, FTX, Andre Jikh, FTX. And all of these people are actually backed and bankrolled by the same company who happen to be licensed people. But see, when people lose their money, they're going to sue these guys. And these guys may not know it yet, but they are definitely going to see some legal trouble from this, more than likely. I say definitely and then more than likely. They're more than likely going to see legal trouble from this. But one of the things that's been brought up in some of the apology videos that have been sent to me is Sam Bankman-Fried, the CEO of FTX, and they're like, well, it seemed like a good business opportunity. So back in April, I actually listened to these Bloomberg podcasts. Not right when they come out. I usually listen to them as something interesting pops up. This is one that was interesting that popped up. I listened to this maybe 6 weeks after it came out. And in this podcast, Sam Bankman-Fried, I'm going to call him Fried, Sam Bankman-Fried, he actually described crypto as a Ponzi scheme. He described what he was doing, and it described perfectly a Ponzi scheme. So if you were doing research and on somebody and you wanted to look at whether or not you wanted to do business with these folks, you look at every possible avenue. One of the most basic rules I tell people is, look, when you're investing money with someone, anyone, whether it be an advisor, a particular CPA that's quite popular on here, or a bank, or an insurance company, or an agent, or whoever, it's always who. Who are you investing with? Who? That's one of the big reasons why I have stayed out of Bitcoin. Nobody can answer me the question, who? Who started it? First time I ever looked at Bitcoin, it was $8. A friend and I were talking about it. He said, hey, I found this new thing. It's called Bitcoin. I'm going to send you some stuff. What do you think? And I said, you know what? I like the concept, but there's no who behind it. I have to know the who. That's the number one rule in investing, because you need to find out what their background is. You need to find out if they've been in trouble with the law, who their mentors were. I mean, geez, some of these people on Wikipedia, they have tons of information about who their mentors are, and then you can research all of those mentors. Go find out who these people are. And every time I have someone sit down with me, I'm always like, look, go find out who I am. Because I'm not going to work with everybody that sets an appointment with me. Sometimes you just don't jive with people, and they don't jive with me. And that's okay. Not everybody, you're not allowed, you don't have to do business with everyone you sit down with. And as someone in my position, I don't have to do business with everyone I sit down with. I don't have to try to get that business. It's just who. Number one question, ask who. Who are you dealing with? Right here, Sam Bankman-Fried. described crypto and FTX as a Ponzi scheme. And we are looking now at what happened with that. And we are absolutely looking at a Ponzi scheme. So, yeah, I don't really have much else to say on this, other than you really need to do research on folks. Again, I've said this in some other videos. Nobody's going to see this because I've only got 220 some followers. Most of these guys have like millions. But look, here's the deal. I've been on the other side. I've been where these guys are at, where I was unlicensed. I was investing, and I thought I really understood and knew the market. And then I got licensed. And I did understand a lot about the market. And you can know a lot about the market. And you can do pretty good without a license. But once you get a license, you find out so much more. There's so much more to know. And I think that's a really important feature to have when you're working in the financial world, is to at least understand, have the same knowledge. Even if you don't go get a license, just go get the same knowledge that an advisor has. Just go get it. It's not hard. There's all kinds of stuff out there. Free stuff that you don't have to pay for. You don't have to pay $1 bazillion for a course being taught by someone who's never been licensed in the industry and may have been a assistant manager at Quick Trip. So I just want y'all to just do your research out there. So brokercheck.finra.com. Is that right? I'm gonna pull that up. Is it .com or .org? I always mess this up. brokercheck.finra.org website. You can go on here. You can look anybody up that you would like to. Don't forget, there are people that are on YouTube that, besides the ones that are unlicensed, there are several people out here that claim to have been licensed and never actually were. So anyway, that's all I got. It's just pretty much a rant about what's going on out there. So be careful, folks, and always check out your who. Who are you dealing with? So anyway, I'll probably do another video later about crypto regulations and how that's coming about and what happens there, but and what I think that'll look like. But anyway, for now, that's all I got. So I'm going to leave you with that, and Frazzled Dad out.